Welcome to Lesson 4.3 about how to build your business's value by developing effective negotiating strategies. The big bulls of the corporate world pride themselves on their negotiating skills. You can almost smell the testosterone as the players try to establish their dominant positions in major transactions. Like dogs pissing on trees or fire hydrants, the players stake out their territories. Some negotiations are great spectator sport, a spectacle like a wrestling match full of chest pounding and theatrics. But don't expect to see world negotiating games on TV anytime soon. Most negotiations are about as confrontational and exciting as the steady drip, drip, drip of a water faucet. The 3 P's usually win the day: planning, patience, and persistence. The players trip over one another to be polite. Great negotiators know how to deal with tough issues without creating unnecessary confrontations that could kill an important deal. Whether a negotiation resembles the running of the bulls at Pamplona or the steady rhythm of waves at the beach, often has less to do with the importance of the negotiation than with the negotiating style and strategy of the individual negotiators. In the end, it's usually about people, not organizations. Some negotiators try to establish consistency and reasonableness as the rules of the game. Others engage in terror tactics, trying to scare the opposition and keep them off balance. For some, negotiating a point after you've reached agreement on that point breaks all the rules. They think of the world as a linear and orderly place. Renegotiating breaks that order and might be punished. For others, it's natural that negotiation is circular. Renegotiating is a basic part of the process. Be prepared to deal with different practices in global commerce. Renegotiating the deal is an assumed practice and isn't considered unethical in some cultures. This drives people from other cultures where my word is my bond totally bonkers. Timing and authority are also big cultural issues. How long do you socialize before getting down to business? How do the members of each team pair off? Who on your team should socialize with whom on the other team? What are the time expectations for closing a deal? Are we talking about tomorrow, or next week, or next month, or maybe even next year? Do the negotiators have authority to make decisions, or must everything be approved by other people? How many other people? Is it reasonable to do a big deal as part of your first relationship, or do cultural norms encourage getting to know one another by working together on a small deal first? Different cultures have different expectations. This doesn't even begin to address differences in what business people consider polite behavior, like using titles. Do you call someone with a PhD Doctor or Joe? Gifts. What's too much and what's too small? Should junior people initiate conversations with senior people? Or are they like children who should be seen and not heard unless they're asked for specific information? Learn the cultural rules that influence negotiators for the other team. On the other hand, many business people have adapted to international cultural rules. So, stereotypes are dangerous. Be flexible and adapt as your negotiation progresses. Negotiations are often guided by a blend of cultures as each team tries to accommodate the other. Billion-dollar deals can be negotiated in a calm, efficient manner by some negotiators. With others, a small contract negotiation can be like World War III. What's the right way to do it? Any way that works is the answer. I've seen many styles work and fail. It usually doesn't matter whether you do a tango or a waltz, but it helps if both partners agree which dance they're doing. That underscores the importance of information gathering and the decisions you make before face-to-face negotiations begin.